Tonight, we are hearing from a teenager who is suing a Utah youth treatment center and speaking before Congress, calling for change at similar facilities, saying the industry needs to stop treating children like cash cows.
You have to give them quality food. You have to give them adequate, bedding and such. And, you're not allowed to treat children as cash cows and more as actual people who need help.
When he was just 15, Finn Poole says he was kidnapped in the middle of the night from his home in D.C. and taken across the country to a teen treatment center in Davis County, Utah.
I was put inside a building. There were ironclad doors so no one could get out, glass probably about 3 inches thick so no one could break it. And I was brought into a bathroom where they stripped me of my clothes and made me bathe and made sure I had nothing on me. And then I was placed on a bed that was barely bigger than my body. And I just broke down. I don't think I'd ever cried more in my life.
Poole says he spent roughly 10 months at Elevations, only leaving through the interventions of his mother and a lawyer. In January, Poole, now 18, sued the treatment center, claiming they neglected and abused him. This week, Poole appeared before lawmakers in Washington, along other survivors, including Paris Hilton.
I was force-fed medications and sexually abused by the staff. I was violently restrained and dragged down hallways, stripped naked, and thrown into solitary confinement.
Both Hilton and Poole are calling for Congress to pass the Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act. Introduced last year, the bill has bipartisan support. Among its co-sponsors is Utah Representative John Curtis. Another Utah supporter of the bill is State Senator Michael McKell.
We've lost a number of kids since that legislation was passed in 2021. There's been a lot of kids that have been hurt, similar to Finn. But, I mentioned Taylor Goodridge. She passed in a facility, Diamond Ranch Academy. We lost a child up in Wasatch County. We lost a child, near my home in Spanish Fork at a Maple Lake facility. And then obviously the story of a few weeks ago at the facility called Vive, where a girl passed, and I don't know all the circumstances of that, but it's difficult for me. I work on it. I care about these kids. I care about doing it right. But we've continued to see problems and we've continued to lose kids.
Following a request for comment on Poole's allegations, Elevations gave ABC4.com a statement saying it has a team of caring professionals who provided mental health treatment to more than 700 young individuals since 2014. Writing, quote, "We support advancing legislation that promotes the widespread safety of youth who need higher levels of care." Poole's lawyer says the lawsuit against Elevations is currently waiting to advance through the medical malpractice review process. For more information on the bill congressional leaders are working on, you can visit our website. That's at abc4.com.